Good afternoon. The story about Lavish Look Beauty Salon. Lavish Looks Beauty Salon opposite Fortune House. Now, this is the story. I think I'm calm enough to talk about it. Now, at first, I used to be behind someone all the time, talking about how I want to start the classes, and I used to literally asking about, um, asking if I could afford, if I could pay parts. And she said, no problem. So I agreed to everything I asked about. So now, when I finally get through to work, I said, all right, no problem. I will pay monthly, but it didn't work out with the monthly. So I decided, yeah, yeah. So, oh God, what were you saying? So I decided to ask my friend for 200,000. So when I got here, I asked him for the 20,000. He gave me the 20,000 for the classes because he's my big supporter. Everything I want to do in life, he's helped me out a great lot. So collect the 20,000 now, forgive it to she. When I go forgive it to she, she had a conversation and her words was to me, when I finish paying off the money, the remaining of the money, then I could start the classes. Well, yeah, the agreement was to pay half of the money. I was close to paying half, right? So when I almost finished paying half, she said I'm going to start the specific date, June to September, February. So now I get through to laundromat work. I started working. Every time I get paid, I pay she every week I pay she 10,000 all the time. The only time I paid she 5,000. That was the last and final time I lost my job. Anyways, so I ain't giving details. So now, continue going to the classes. Maybe going to the classes. Me and this Rasta girl, we was really rolling together. I mean, I did like survive at first, but she started getting disrespectful. So I just ease up with she. With that being said, now me and a little fine girl used to throw hints and she used to call me names. So it's back and forth we going, as a joke. Then they had a particular personal one, a black face one. Apparently like she living in Sapphire or some shit like that. So when she words was to me, well, there's one talk to me, but I never really pay attention to them and say nothing to them. So, me and the fine girl, we exchanging words all the time, laughing like we heading good. Having fun, just making joke. Apparently, we making joke was a problem to her student. So she's gonna call the teacher to the front, which in there's the lady for Lavish Beauty Salon, and ask she if this the behavior that we's got what we's got endure here, some shit like that. So she said, "Oh, what really happened? Talk to me." So I threw back for listen to she because nobody went in she way. It was me and the fine girl went talking. Cause I know I don't really talk to she fine girl and them just talk to she. So apparently I don't know if it's because she vexed nobody didn't talking to she. Anyways, so she complained to the teacher, talking about how like there's a YY yard and all that blah blah blah. And apparently like the student is the teacher best friend or some nonsense like that. Or she's give some money or something. Me know the story, Mickey. So now when she started talking, instead the teacher turned around and asked me, well Lisa, is that true? Do a proper investigation. She behaved on me like I was one of the dogs that she normally look after in the yard. She spoke to me like how she talked to her children. Yes. When I said talk, she don't know how to speak to none of her children. For instance, the child was looking after the dog and apparently the dog was fighting and her son lashed the dog. If you hear how she behave on the poor child, like a dog, that's how she behave. With that being said, her behavior towards me. Mm-mm. So I shut my mouth. I ain't say nothing. I just let it ride because at the end of the day, I want the classes. And she know I was in need of that classes. She know I was excited to finish that classes. She took advantage of it. She continued talking to me anyhow. Yeah, look at fucking right up. I said, well, I look back. I said, well, look at this. And then went to put up like, I don't know if it's just son. She thinks she's talking to her daughter, but I was never. I could never be her son or her daughter. And if you hear this woman open she mouth and talk to me like I she son she went talking to. So I said, well, no, this is I pass. I said, I still didn't say nothing, bear in mind. So I said, I continue learn to talk because at the end of the day, me want to make it bad for myself. But apparently, when I sit down and I think about this, it's better to really answer she back because the person was caused the confusion and was started the madness. Get left in class, what I who they answering back and saying nothing. They like a jackass. Shut my mouth. And got she talking to me anyhow. So when I see them now, me madness raised. And I started behaving like a mad woman. Upon the jackass which I got for a student. And I started calling she names. The students start calling me names back and forth, right about now. So she there inside the teacher talking about now and the student she favorite. She there inside this classes now with the student back and forth showing down with the laugh calling names. And when I call back the name, she wound on me case. With that being said, so now the other day she called me telling me how I need to apologize to the student. I said like she's a jackass. Me apologize to who? But she did disrespect me and here she saying, oh stop. She encouraged the student to call me names. She even went with the student calling me names dark once to the low talk. And she expect me. I mean come on man. What kind of teacher is the Lavish looks beauty salon is a waste. I'm telling you straight. The woman is a no flipping good. Hashtag my stupid. I think you guys should take my stupid advice. I would warn you. I would advise y'all if y'all looking for classes, make sure you get your receipt. Number one, ask questions. Look at the environment. I didn't look at the environment. I felt sorry for she, cause I don't see the small place she working in, and I don't see she's a black woman and she wanna get up in life. This is how I see it. So I said, alright, I help show to wherever. Patronize your business. And it was laziness for me because I could go elsewhere, but I choose not to. I choose close by, which is just a walk across for me. So I said, alright, I'm gonna walk across and I'm gonna go to the classes. So I stick with you now. Not knowing I stick with you now, this is I get kicking my ass. I get disrespected by this woman. I tell she not to know. When I tell she know is TikTok. I can't be paying my money and people doing nonsense like that. This was disrespect. And then when done, she got some fat sour looking toad. What's the name? Just something. Some stupid fool from Canada. Talking one set of nonsense. Apparently like she's a thing she's that person who like sit down talk people name. That's all she say. When it comes to talking people name, she's good at it. But for doing the right thing, she ain't doing it. She's doing the opposite of it, and that's wrong. I pay my money, regardless of how I pay it or pay it in parts or wherever. I deserve to have a fair treatment. She rang me. She really rang me because she was trying her best to be, was the word, professional when she was not professional. Because when we went in there with the Rasta girl and me, all the only thing we talked about was the slackness. And she was a part of the slackness. Now that she friend put to she know this, make it known to she decided to pull up herself. All the time she didn't pull up herself. She did continue talking the slackness with we how we talking about them the like bug and all them blah blah blah. So it's back and forth once the students talking. And she encouraged it. She allowed it. She didn't have a problem with it. She had no problem with it. But now that she good student talk about it, then is when she decided to say, oh, I ain't like this and blah blah blah. But if she didn't say anything, the conversation, the behavior, and everything would have continued going on and on and on. You know what she told me? She told me, Lisa, I don't have a problem with you. But the only thing I have a problem with, and we used to talk. She used to tell me, "Well, the only thing I have a problem with is my behavior, and I understand how you see. Now, if you understand how I see, anyways, this part of the story, I never talk with the rest and get me upset.